Hi, Soul Family. How are you? I decided to do a reading for myself this morning, and I thought I might as well include you guys in it. So this morning we had our first totem messenger showed up was the falcon, and talks about strategy, talks about endurance, it talks about ultimate victory. It's also attached to the solar energies, which is the sun, of course, and the divine masculine, which would be forward movement, aggression, power. There was all kinds of different messages that came through. It was interesting for me because my cat Willow, she's got kidney disease and she's hungry all the time. So she woke me up. She wakes me up with her little claw pricking at she's very gentle about it, but pierces me and says, okay, feed me again. And so I got up, and when I went outside, I needed to get water. I keep water outside on the balcony because it keeps it cool. And I went to put water in the bowl, and as I did, Finn, my teenager cat, and my kitten Pegasus flew out the door. As they flew out the door, a falcon flew right through here, right above them. And I thought, oh my God, you're not getting my kitten for breakfast. And so I flew. You want to see somebody flexible and react. I was naked, and I was out there grabbing and picking up my kittens and moving things around. So it flew so quickly, and I knew that it was a bird of prey. So I grabbed the kitten before anything bad happened, and I heard falcon, but I looked up and I didn't have my glasses on or my contacts, and I couldn't focus because I had just woken up. It was the middle of early morning, and I wasn't certain, was it a falcon or was it a red hawk? I don't know why I ever question my audio messages. They're always on. So I sent the picture over to my Uncle Phil, and he's like, yeah, that's a falcon. And it was definitely a peregrine because it was big. And we have rocks where they roost up above us on Thunder Mountain. So the hawk means a message is coming, or look at things from a higher perspective, which all the raptors would tell you to do. But the falcon has specific messages. And for me, I knew that it meant victory. And I've had issues in regards to my cat. I've had issues in regards to what's going on with my little trailer. My landlady asked me to move it. And when I moved it to the spot she asked me to, someone complained and I had to get it out of here. And I had nowhere to take it. And it was like, oh, come on. Right now, and I had like literally 5 days to figure it all out. And so I approached her with, can I put it back to where it was? And so she said, yes. That was the victory, right? But there's other things. Today something very special will happen. Embrace it with gratitude. Well, that was great. I'm full of gratitude for that, because I have no time to mess with that. I'm heading back to California, to see my daughter, and I don't have time to handle all of this right away. So what I was asking for was the perfect spot for my camper to be parked. And while I'm in Cali, and I was thinking of leaving it in California, and I thought that doesn't make any sense, to leave it there, because then if I ever want to take it anywhere, I've got to go all the way back there to get it. But anyway, when the falcon shows up, I'll give you its message while we're figuring out your items to choose from. This is my latest crystal cluster that I made. I saw this. I was drawn to these two when I was at Crystal Magic the other day, and whenever I'm drawn to a crystal, I need it. So this one is called Uridolite, Uridolite. I think it's how you pronounce it, this one. And this one is Prenite and Udolite. Maybe this is Udolite. And this is, I already had this one. This is Lepidolite. And they are all crystals that my spiritual twin and I specifically needed. And so I picked it up. I thought, which one? And I was drawn to this one first. And this one, I could see a little praying Buddha. I also see a little squirrel on top of a mountain, which is what I see right outside of Thunder Mountain. Squirrel says, get ready for big changes. Prepare, right? Green is love, abundance, healing. Pink, anything to do with pink is love. And there's red in there as well for the root chakra, so being grounded. There's black for protection. There's white crystals for purity and truth. And lepidolite is amazing. This literally has lithium in it. It's a calming. It's for people that have depression or anxiety. It's amazing. So there's that little crystal cluster. Then there's the Victory Sparrow. This is a vintage piece, old school. You can even see the patina, which makes me think of wisdom, right? Plucky little sparrow. They're overlooked and underestimated and undervalued because they're so prolific, but they can survive anywhere. Anywhere in the world you will find a squirrel. They are the pet of Aphrodite. This is the victorious sparrow. I mean, yeah, sparrow. And then there's the phoenix rising. The peacock resembles most the phoenix rising, which says, strut your stuff, allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to be heard. It's not in a proud and arrogant way. It's in a proud and balanced way, right? You have come to a certain place in your life, and you have risen above, and allow your victory to be seen. You've been victorious. You've surmounted challenges. You have literally been in the dust and come from the dust and risen as the phoenix. So be proud of yourself as Spirit is proud of you. So these are the 3 items to choose from, the 3 different groups. I'm going to ask for a couple messages more for each one, and then I'll give you the message. Well, that was pretty clear. I'll give you the message for Falcon. So it's basically telling you to take action on your passion. Whatever your passion is, it's going to lead you to your purpose. People say, I don't know what my life purpose is. Well, what do you love to do? What would you do in your spare time? What's fun for you? That is your purpose. It also tells you that research and planning are the order of the day. Take time to develop a strategy to get you to your next goal, right? Which is what I did. I researched this morning, where could I find my trailer? Where could I put my trailer? But the best strategy relies upon a set of unlimited set of responses to be flexible, which is what I did this morning when I flew out after that, grabbing that kitten. It's asking us to be vigilant. In other words, stay alert, right? There's an opportunity for significant positive changes in our life, and it's going to require planning and strategy as well as action on our part. Similar to the stingray, oh, there's our next 2. Falcon is asking us to trust that we have all the tools and the knowledge in order to take advantage of this, of whatever it is that's happening. I think I'll use my deck as well. Whatever it is that's going on in our lives, right? The opportunity that comes forward. But the success that we are going to glean from this situation depends upon our quick reaction. So it's also reminding us to stay focused and grateful for everything that's coming our way. So I was absolutely, when my landlady said, you know, you can, when you go away, maybe when the trailer's gone for a little while, that's out of sight. When you come back, you know, because I asked, can I put it back where we had it originally? There wasn't a problem when it was there. It's when you asked me to move it closer to the street that there was a problem. And she said yes. So that, for me, was something to be absolutely grateful for. Also, it's saying you can soar higher and see things with greater vision. People with Falcon Totem are independent. They need to have time alone to be happy. Similar to the collie and the quarter horse, they have a sharp mind and they're very agile. They know how to mentally work out problems and are always 3 steps ahead of their peers and workmates. For the most part, they have patience to wait to get most out of the opportunity that comes their way. People with this spirit animal have impeccable timing and know exactly when to strike for the most significant benefit to themselves, which is what I did this morning. Conquering challenges is easy for someone with this power animal. They also know they are in charge and determined to master anything that comes into their space. They also use precise selectivity and careful discernment to find out what is important to them. They're also clairaudient and hear messages with clarity. I hear audio messages like I heard Falcon, right? I should never doubt what I hear. Don't ever doubt what you pick up intuitively. You're right, and you know that you are. It's your ego mind that starts to question you. What you pick up, what you intuitively understand as something, hold to that. There's a reason. Your body is basically a compass for you, and it's letting you know what's going on. So with Falcon, are you having trouble concentrating? Are you looking for others? Are you looking to lead others? As the Falcon spirit and power animal, it will teach you how to achieve clarity of mind, showing you how to share your wisdom when guiding others. So we're supposed to delve deeply into Falcon symbolism to find out how it's educating, guiding, and supporting and motivating us. This is a post that I shared on my Facebook page this morning, so I figure it's something that we should all be paying attention to. Song right now, I won't let you forget me. I should have paid attention to my heart and not my head. Remember what I said about your paying attention to your intuition and what you pick up? Pay attention to that. Not your head. Your head is messing you up. So the fierce symbolism that the falcon has is represented in the sun, the rising sun. Many depictions of the sun bore a falcon head. Ra, the solar deity. Falcon represents victory, rulership, and overcoming. hold on, this is in my way. Somebody just sent me a message. Overcoming, like other birds, falcon signifies the higher self and connection to the spirit world. I found out this morning that my cat Willow has kidney disease and it's advancing. I'm a Reiki master and I'm a healer. Along with the proper diet and working energetically with her, I will be victorious. Spirit wants me to use my gifts and I know they're powerful. I sent Reiki Healing out last night, first to Willow and to Saphira and to Sammy, my cats, my senior cats that have issues. And then to my friend Caitlin and to another friend, Connie Cook, who both were in need of healing. I got a message this morning from Caitlin that she felt it when I sent it yesterday and she felt it today. I'm feeling it right now. As soon as I talk about it, it starts moving through me. So I said to her, you might not always feel it when I send it to you, but at least you know now that you're receiving it and that it's helping you. So I am determined. I am showing that it's victorious. This work that I'm doing, right? That I'm sending out. It's powerful. She lives in Wisconsin. She felt it, right? I had another friend that I help that lives in New Zealand, and she felt it. And I didn't even tell her I was sending it. I saw that she was not well, and I said, it was on Instagram, and I sent her a message, and I said, I'm going to send you Reiki. I said, if you don't accept it, you're not open to it, it'll just come back to me. But if you're open to it, you will receive it. You'll feel prickling sensation, maybe a warmth going through your body. She literally woke up in the middle of the night and her husband was worried because she'd been so ill. And he said, do we need to go to the doctors? And she goes, no, I think this is a healing. I'm just going to allow it. And then she got up in the morning and read my message and said it was exactly at the time that I sent it. So I have no doubt. So along with me, I spent $350 yesterday at the vet to get the tests done for Willow. So I now know she has kidney disease, which is what Lily had. I didn't know how to help Lily. I fed her all wrong and it ended up a very painful death to her. I'm now knowing how to handle. You know, it's unlimited reflexes, immediately react, food, putting silver solution in her water to help her gums because her gums are sore, which has a difficult time, gives her a difficult time in eating. And we get on it right away and then we're victorious, right? So Ra, the falcon, represents victory, rulership, overcoming obstacles, and it's the Europeans treasured the falcons for their hunting because their vision is so incredible. Germans consider the falcon an aspect of Loki, the trickster, or the Heyoka, right, as the natives would call him, Frigg, the goddess of wisdom, and Woden, the All-Father. Bundle them all together and you discover an animal spirit that inspires vision, leadership, purpose, who offers protection, especially during transitional periods in life, which is what I'm going through right now. One of the most popular falcons is the peregrine, known to be quite the traveler, which would be me and my spiritual twin, right? This bird lives throughout the globe and migrates as necessary. Analytical and strategic, the peregrine falcon observes its prey and considers the best way to obtain that goal. That's why I was like moving fast when it was observing my kitten. Hell no. I always saw the falcon as my twin's father, actually, but, you know, there's obviously a mirror there. Falcon teaches us the skill to focus our attention on one thing so we can manifest that desire in the most efficient way possible. Now, it's interesting. I did a reading for my friend Jacob yesterday, and he had a plan in mind. I said that there's something coming. He wasn't quite sure what it was. Spirit said there's something that was going to be developing. And then he said he noticed, I cut his hair for him, and he says, oh, I've got a bald spot. I'm going to have to manifest my hair back. And I said something very unusual. It just came out of my mouth, and it actually went against what I was thinking, but now I understand it, and I have to share this with him. How it spoke of, I said, do you want to waste your energy on manifesting that, or is there something that is of more priority right now? Is that a priority, or is there something more important? And then I thought, what? And then I thought, well, when you have your energy and you focus it in one direction, energy goes where attention flows. If your energies are scattered or all over the place, you're not going to get that focus. So I was doing my Reiki healing last night and I was interrupted, and I thought, no, I've got to get back to this and focus only on sending this healing out to Caitlin, to Connie, to Saphira, to Willow, and to Sammy. That is my focus. Everything else needs to just hold off right now. That needs to go right there. So it made sense. And yet I said to Jacob, wow, that didn't come from me. That came from my higher self. It came out so quickly. But you don't want to water down the energy, right? Like if you have an idea or a plan, don't tell other people. It leaks the magic. It leaks the power. So this is exactly the message. What is your passion? Focus all your attention on that one thing so that you can manifest it in the most efficient manner possible, right? So the alignment with the solar energy brings fiery power into the equation. So the falcon asks, what is your passion? Are you acting on that passion intelligently? The pursuit of objectives comes naturally to falcon, but not without having a tactical plan laid out. So here we've got busy, get busy, working, right? This is creating, he's fixing something. There was water damage that caused black mold that needed to be taken care of. So that needs to be fixed immediately, right? It was causing illness in my house. Coughing, and my cat Sammy, who has allergies, was coughing and having a harder time. And I kept getting from spirit, there's black mold. And I told my landlord, we found a leaking water heater downstairs, but it kept persisting. I kept getting it. And when the guy went in to repair the bathroom next door, he took me next door and showed me black mold on the floor and on the wall. So spirit was very, very accurate. And my animals and I were suffering. So it's immediately got to be taken care of, right? Black mold is also talking about their stagnant energies as emotions that are stuck, that have not been expressed, and it can cause illness physically in someone else, just in that symbolic way. So what is your passion? Are you acting on it intelligently? The pursuit of objectives comes naturally to falcon, but not with having a tactical plan laid out. Other characteristics ascribed to falcon include energy, foresight, ambition, courage, willpower, transformation, vision, mental acuity, freedom, control, magical aptitude, and bright life force. When falcon appears as a spirit animal and guide in your life, an opportunity isn't far behind. Falcon's message is to start planning and thinking ahead. Eventually, you'll be called upon to act, but not without a sound strategy and falcon's medicine to guide you. Falcon makes you intimately aware of your own potential. Most personal achievements come when we recognize the proverbial life tools we have in our box. Applying those tools and maintaining focus brings about a soaring success. I said, I'm not okay with my trailer being moved. It was fine in the driveway before I was asked to move it towards the outside of the street. There's people all around our neighborhood that have them. It's not convenient for me to move it. I want it here. So I won that victory. For now, it's allowed to stay, but I'm keeping my eyes open because there's an opportunity, right? So I'm looking at all of this. It may also bear the message of attentiveness. If you're too close to a situation, back up and rise above, which is all the raptors say, right? Take a look from above. From there, the situation or environment that surrounds provides clues. It increases your perception and supports your strength of purpose. If you were born with a falcon totem animal, you have a naturally keen mind that works several steps ahead of many of your coworkers. This aptitude balances nicely with seemingly never-ending patience so that each and every opportunity gets proper attention. The intensity of your focus means that sometimes you need privacy, during which you can really consider timing and strategy. People say that my eyes freak them out. I have very intense eyes. My twin has very intense eyes. We have the eyes of the falcon. We have the eyes of the red hawk. We have the eyes of the owl. Red hawk was my very first totem messenger to come to me when spirit asked me to take on this spiritual journey. The red hawk is the messenger. The owl is also the one of wisdom and seeing through deception and past the deception and through illusion. It's the clarity of the raptors. The eagle, of course, is the highest, also closer to the sun, flies higher than the sun. So all of these raptor people are very independent, very focused. So falcon people, independent, allowing you to focus your inner clock on action or inaction without having other people complain about your metered pace. In meditating on past lives, you may have a surprise in store, as falcon totem has ties to royalty and leaders that may not end in one turn of life's wheel. I'm sorry that the messages are flying into my head as I'm reading this, and my mouth can't even catch up. Sorry about that. The falcon totem is very energetic, often moving and forging ahead. They're not the best leaders, but make excellent scouts. Remember I said he was scouting out. This one was scouting out. So this falcon, a kestrel falcon, will be sent out, and that is their job, to scout out the situation. The peregrine is the one who's up above. We're just talking falcon here, right? But the peregrine we spoke about earlier, that is very, very precise. So this next part is just about falcon. So it would apply to the kestrel as well, which is the smaller ones. They are low to the ground and they're sent out to check things out. But when the peregrine comes, that's the big boss is there, right? So falcon teaches wise action, to request his guidance in difficult decisions or when pursuing highly personal objectives. If you have trouble concentrating, these are all the crystals that you need. Falcon medicine assists with refocusing and clarity of thought. Do not, however, expect instant results from Falcon's teaching. Patience is a virtue that Falcon respects and nurtures. Native American symbolism. They had a culture built around warfare and reverence of the sun. Falcon